So right now it sounds really chaotic. There's like a core of an idea in there, but I've just thrown everything that first came to mind while I was, designing the sounds and putting the beat together, making the rhythm for each individual channel. I was just going with whatever comes first, but really the next step that has to happen with this is, once I've thrown everything on it, is figuring out what pieces need to come out or get changed to harmonize with the other channels in the track. Now I want to go back in and see how this synth sounds, because I have forgotten already what it sounds. Oh, that's right. Okay, there's this little loop. Let's see if that actually works. So right now it sounds really chaotic. There's like a core of an idea in there, but I've just thrown everything that first came to mind while I was, designing the sounds and putting the beat together, making the rhythm for each individual channel. I was just going with whatever comes first, but really the next step that has to happen with this is, once I've thrown everything on it, is figuring out what pieces need to come out or get changed to harmonize with the other channels in the track. Because right now they are all kind of doing their own thing, even though they're in the same family or the same theme. They're not quite telling a coherent story yet. There's still just too much chaos happening, and part of the subtractive process will be cutting out that chaos where there's just too much interference, or one note or percussive element hits right before a main note or a main part in the beat. Those little things need to be cleaned up, and cleaning and tightening those up will then begin to give it this authentic feeling, like it's telling some kind of story, like it's supposed to be together. All of these instruments are supposed to be there and they're all playing their role. Right now they're striving for more of a role in this track. And that's because I tried to focus on the individual channels and the individual elements and make them as interesting as possible first. And then once they're all played together, I can hear where there's just too much novelty happening and I gotta cut some of that back. I will, though, just for shits and giggles, add a riser in here. I'm not too familiar with ANA2. This is actually a fairly new synth for me. I've only been working with it for about, 9 months, 10 months, not quite a year. And I don't use it very often, actually. I like it, though, a lot. I've been using it a lot recently, in the recent months, but it is fairly new for me. So I want to see what kind of risers we have in here. Not much. Maybe we can modify the Paris riser. Definitely needs modification. What if I make it a little quicker? I don't have to keep it, but it's kind of fun to have it in there. So to reiterate what I just did, I added an envelope on the timeline to control this drive on the synth, so that as that riser goes up, it becomes more driven by the overdrive. You can see it rising there. and I like it a lot. I'm gonna actually just, it's another thing right before a drop or a hit after the riser, give it a little bit of space so that when everything hits here, it doesn't distort in your compressors.